Alright. What we got going on? I just don't want to be super loud. Alright, cool. We can turn that down.
Nice.
Alright. Cool.
Alright.
Actually, if you want to test your mic out real quick so we can hear that, see if it sounds right.
Alright. Checking, check. Glad to be back.
Oops. It's going to buffer a lot, probably.
Actually, if you want to test your mic out real quick, so we can hear that, see if it sounds right. Checking, check.
Okay. Alright. That sounds good.
Nice.
Alright. Oh, cool. Streambot's running too. Alright. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We do have a lot of information to talk about today, especially in terms of severe weather. So it's definitely pretty interesting. We'll definitely take a look at that. Let's actually take a look at Radar Omega rather quickly, just to show you guys what's going on. There we go. It's probably going to be slow on the stream, unfortunately, up there.
Probably.
Hello, John. How are you? Definitely good to see you, but we definitely have a lot of information to talk about here for sure.
What's it that's on right now? At least on the stream right now.
Is it? Okay.
There we are.
There we go. Problem is, it's in lower quality for now. It's supposed to be. Oh well, that's okay. Yes, we do have a lot of storms going on here. Crazy thing is that there's actually no severe warnings at the moment, at least for now. Actually, let me actually see here.
There was actually one right now, and
There we go.
yep, right there.
That's definitely pretty crazy. So this is for. Let's go back into that. This is for northwestern Beauregard Parish in southwestern Louisiana and central Newton County in southeastern Texas. So definitely not a good situation for sure. Wow.
Some of the hazards include 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as well as penny-sized hail. So locations include DeRidder, Maryville, Singer, Fields, Baumweir, Bevins, Tula, Bancroft, Junction, Old Salem, and Oretta.
Yeah, so we definitely have some interesting information for sure. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail within this storm. So definitely not good. This is around the north of DeQuincy area, but it's definitely not good. You can definitely see some of that. Those storms definitely coming ashore, and definitely those bright reds on radar, guys. That's definitely a lot of heavy rainfall for sure. So we'll definitely keep an eye out on this. I do apologize if the stream is going slow today. We're actually testing out a new stream. We got a couple monitors going and 2 mics as well, so we're definitely trying to get a little bit more professional. Hopefully this is definitely going to work out in the future here. I do think it will, but we'll definitely keep on the lookout for this. So let's actually test the actual stream here. Let's see if we can actually get the 3D radar going here. Just curious. Just to see if this actually is going to work. It should.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a delay on the end.
No, not too bad.
Yeah, looks like we're
Okay.
good to go.
Problem is the quality. I need to get a faster processor here so that way we can up the quality a lot. But yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy here. We also have special weather statements. Looks like it's going to expire here in about 4 minutes. So this is stretching from the Sabine Pass, Port Arthur, over to Lake Charles, all the way up through Newton here. And even into Alexandria as well, definitely getting hit with a lot of rain. Even some purple showing up there, so that's definitely not good. Wow. There is a lot of rain happening, especially Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, there's definitely going to be some flash flood warnings definitely issued in this area for sure.
Be interesting to see some of the totals per hour once we get to that.
I could probably check that real quick. Sometimes. Maybe. Sometimes this works. There we go. Alright. Storm total preset. Wow.
Oof, definitely heavy onshore, so.
Yeah, wow. Almost 2 inches of rainfall already, and this is just beginning.
Wow.
So definitely not good. Oopsie, don't do that. Let's not press the screenshot button now. But yeah, so it's definitely pretty interesting. We do have some data to share. Hopefully this works out. Let's see if we can get this to work. So let's see here. Just curious. Maybe it'll work. It might not. We'll see. There we go. That seems to be working. I'm going to get rid of this because this is a little messy. So, alright, there we go. I'll show that on stream here. Alright. So, hopefully this works. Let me see. Let me wait for the stream to catch up a little bit. In the meantime, definitely shout out to you guys. Definitely watching. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to BDRP. Definitely thank you for giving us those shout outs. Especially recently. That's been absolutely fantastic. Definitely shout out to Dark Waters as well. Definitely appreciate it. It's definitely an honor to it's definitely an honor to be part of the Dark Waters family. It's awesome to be sort of welcomed with open arms, if I can talk properly. But yeah, it's definitely pretty awesome. Justin and I definitely appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, it actually became like a staple of my work routine. I listen to them every time I'm in the car now, so
Nice.
just try to crank out work listening to Dogman's story. It's been really fun just to hear some of the stories while I'm at work, so definitely became a part of my routine, so definitely big shout out to Dark Water as well there.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I mean, the content's absolutely fantastic. BDRP's actually coming out with some amazing content too.
Nice.
Definitely check out his channel for sure. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. So we do have that enhanced risk today. That is extending from sort of northeastern Mississippi, even down into northeastern Louisiana, if I can talk right. Northern Louisiana here as well, even up into portions of western Mississippi and central Mississippi. So definitely not a good situation for sure. Wow.
Nice.
One more thing. There we go. Now it's back on.
Nice.
All right, so we have that. We definitely have that enhanced risk. So you can definitely see that. We have that broader slight risk as well. So that does include the New Orleans area all the way, possibly even to Lufkin. I definitely think they're going to extend this back off to the west a little bit. Shreveport as well, even up to Little Rock. We're going to have to watch some of these cells that come into Little Rock. The Cape values are somewhat low today. There are going to be values above 2,000 joules per kilogram, which we'll show here in a few minutes. But we'll definitely take a look at everything going on for sure. It's definitely pretty interesting. I'll actually focus on. There we go.
So this will be trending here with a area of low pressure crossing to the area. So recent surface observations show surface warm front gradually lifting north across southern Arkansas into the mid-Mississippi River Valley. These trends will continue into late afternoon. The strong low-level warm advection and subnatic axis persists across eastern Oklahoma into Arkansas. Consequently, a northern expansion of warm sectors anticipated with mid to upper 60 dew points, even some areas even reaching 70-degree dew points there. So definitely
not good.
The ingredients are there. It's just the atmosphere was absorbed just like a sponge pretty much, and these are what's going to fill some of these renegade superstorms, some of these QLCSs. So definitely Hey, I'm actually getting terminology now. Look at me. So, so definitely, you definitely got the ingredients there. So it's definitely, the environment is favorable for some spots to get these strong severe thunderstorms, and as well as some tornadoes we cannot rule out for sure.
Oh, definitely. So it's definitely not good. A tornado threat is definitely going to emerge with these storms, as Justin said, especially in some of these storms that get rooted in the boundary layer as well, and that actually can get sort of anchored across the low pressure system as well. So we'll definitely have to take a look at that. We'll definitely make sure we look into this very vigorously. It's definitely going to be an interesting event. Definitely hope everybody stays safe in this. If you are in the path of these storms, definitely make sure you have an emergency plan in place, and definitely make sure that you have an action plan as well, just in case if you do need to evacuate or do need to get to shelter. So definitely, it's definitely pretty crazy out there today, unfortunately.
And these are anticipated to become nocturnal storms as well.
Exactly.
So definitely that's even another.
That's like probably going to be the most dangerous portion of this system. Is definitely going to be that nocturnal threat. Nocturnal tornadoes are definitely not good. So definitely have to keep an eye out on that. Even just nocturnal wind damage as well could definitely knock out powers to cities and towns. And streetlights, streetlights are going to go down as well. Unfortunately, so when you're driving along, you could, debris, things like that, power lines, anything out there could definitely become a hazard on the roadway. So definitely not good.
Exactly, and there's a broad area of these strong winds that are going to be experiencing, and it's going to even carry over in tomorrow, where we're actually,
Exactly.
Weather Authority studios here, actually going to get hit with some of these winds, but we'll discuss that in a later topic. We'll continue with the topic at hand here with these severe thunderstorms out into the Gulf Coast here.
Exactly. Let me actually play this satellite loop here, guys. So you can definitely see some of those storms coming ashore here, as we showed with Radar Omega earlier. We'll definitely take a look at that a little bit as well. But definitely, you can see it's sort of like a boiling pot of water out there. You can definitely see those convective cells coming ashore across the Sabine Pass and across lower Louisiana here. So definitely not good.
And you just see it like just the cloud decks just like blow up within the past few frames of that.
Exactly.
So you can definitely just see, especially in the Sabine Pass, like you were saying right there, just blow up with convection. So definitely going to be
Oh yeah, it's definitely we're going to be in for a bumpy ride for sure.
The boiling pot is definitely a good analysis of this for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely not good. Unfortunately, as we progress throughout the day and through the evening hours and overnight hours, this is only going to tick up in action and intensity. So it's definitely not going to be good. But guys, take a look at this. We have that sort of purple monster down there, guys. This is definitely the dew point reservoir down here in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see those 70s dew points definitely streaming northward. You can even see into southern Louisiana. This was actually around 1 p.m., so this was about 2 hours ago. But still, just wanted to show you guys some of this data that is coming out. You can definitely see there was 70s dew points all across southern Louisiana here, into the 70s, so definitely not good. That's just insane.
It is.
You can see that moisture nose go all the way up into Kentucky as well. Possibly all the way up here into with the upper 50s dew points into Kentucky, and then even into Tennessee with those 60s dew points. So that's definitely not good.
They're definitely in the marginal risk as well, so the viewpoints even as far as up as Illinois is even experiencing this as well. So
oh yeah, it's
definitely a broad area.
Oh god, yeah, it's absolutely insane just to see how big of an area this actually is. So around 1 p.m. we did have that convective line going north to the north. We had those training cells. We had the flash flood warnings out there. We also had some of those storms coming ashore here, which we have at the current time as well. So we'll have to continue to monitor this situation as well. So just showing you sort of the sounding, atmospheric sounding from central Arkansas around 1 p.m. earlier today. We did have that weaker ventilation rate. So this is signifying that high precipitation storm mode, which is definitely not good. It can definitely obscure tornadoes, things like that, but it's also creating that flash flooding risk. So definitely if you come across flash flooding events, flooded roadways, definitely turn around, don't drown. Your life is more important where you're going. We can't stress that enough.
Exactly.
And then we also have that elongated hodograph as well, from 0 to 1 kilometer. There's a little bit of curvature there. It's not as much as we would like to see with tornadoes. So that's definitely good news. This was earlier on today, so there was a marginal severe threat. SRH values were at 140, so it's definitely relatively low. We also had low Cape values of about near 0, and then they were only forecast to go about 537. But we'll definitely show you how dynamic this system is in the upcoming images here. So it's definitely pretty crazy.
So this was for New Orleans at around the 1 o'clock area. So still the marginal severe. You can still see a little bit of a curvature in the hodograph there. Definitely stout elevated mixture right there in lower clouds, and then weaker ventilation waves towards the top there. So definitely
still that high precipitation supercell mode, which is definitely not good. You can get those training events that happen. Those storms just go one right after another, definitely creating those flash flooding incidents. Cape values were pretty high at 1,971 joules per kilogram, so definitely down to the south, especially within that dew point blob and that instability blob that's coming up from the north. Coming up from the south to the north, it's definitely not good. We'll definitely take a look at this. So basically just reiterating there, so this was around 1 p.m. That blob of instability definitely coming ashore here into southern Louisiana. We do have some of those cells as well anchoring to that boundary layer as well. You can definitely see those instabilities becoming a little bit stronger there. And you can see this entire massive large warm sector of this actual low pressure system. And it actually goes a little bit more to the north as well, up into Tennessee. But it's definitely a major system for sure. Definitely a very broad area. Definitely not good. And definitely, so earlier on, as I was actually taking a look at this, definitely there was a potential for water spouts earlier on today. I definitely have to go back into the data and see if that actually came to fruition or not. But it's definitely pretty interesting to see. But you can definitely see, so around 3 p.m., so that's right around this time actually. So just about 7 minutes ago, you can see those dew points definitely coming ashore very rapidly. That dew point sort of purple monster down to the south, definitely not good. Definitely a massive reservoir of dew point, higher dew points in the Gulf of Mexico here. It's actually going to be rocketing up to the north here, so we're actually going to get a little bit more, as you can see here, right along the Louisiana-Mississippi border, some of those dew points that are actually coming into the 70s as well. Not good. Definitely providing, as Justin said, definitely providing that fuel for thunderstorm development for sure.
And deep into Louisiana, like towards New Orleans, they're definitely into the 70s as
Oh
well.
yeah, it's soupy out there.
Absolutely.
It's definitely soupy. It's like walking into a can of Campbell's like chunky chicken noodle soup or something,
yeah.
or like what do you call it? Clam chowder.
Clam chowder for
Not
sure.
good.
Not good at all. But yeah, they're showing some of the composite reflectivity here. This is around this time, like 3 o'clock Central Time. So definitely you see some big time cells forming there in east central Louisiana there with the KLCS formation right behind it. And then more north towards the Mississippi-Arkansas border, you'd definitely see some of those renegade cells there. So
And like bean shaped
that
as
bean
well.
shape is there, absolutely.
It's definitely not good. When you start to get this bean shape, just right in here, it definitely start to get some of that rotation, and definitely that low level jet starts to increase as well as these storms become anchored. Definitely not good. Just to show you some of the soundings here from 3 p.m. in southern Louisiana, we still have that weaker ventilation rate, so we're still looking at high precipitation storm modes. We can definitely see the increasing storm relative helicity as well, and that's due to the fact that the curvature is increasing and the elongation is taking place within the actual hodograph itself from the 0 to 1 kilometer. And we're actually nearing 90-degree critical angles, so definitely streamwise vorticity is definitely going to be easily ingested in these storms, which can take the horizontal rolls out ahead of it naturally and stretch those into the vertical. So we can definitely get some tornado development here. You can definitely see that elevated mix layer definitely becomes well mixed. So that's definitely not a good situation. Those lapse rates are definitely coming down, so not good. Cape Valley is at 1,915, forecast to go up to 2,340 later on today. So definitely very buoyant atmosphere for sure. And you can see that possible hazard type is definitely tornado, especially with that well-mixed atmosphere here, the increasing storm relative helicity values, and as well as the curvature increasing and the elongation of the hodograph as well in the 0 to 1 kilometer profile. It's not good.
Yeah, this is near the Supreme Pass, kind of with the same setup there, just a skinnier EML, weaker ventilation still in the HP mode there on the top there. So definitely see that curvature increasing there. So it's very favorable for tornadoes. Cape Valley right now is at 1627 as expected to rise over 2500 there. So the Cape Valley is definitely favorable for developing tornadoes, and then the value there at 157 there, so definitely
not good. SRH values at 157, so we're definitely getting up there with that, especially with that low level wind shear. So definitely not good.
Dew point right there is at 69 with the closing in at 71 with the temperature there, so definitely closing in.
Not good. Definitely not good at all. Definitely a lot of friction within the atmosphere today for sure. All right, so right around 3 p.m., so that was about 11 minutes ago, we have that favorable short spatial and temporal window for tornadoes up here in northwestern Mississippi, right along the Arkansas border as well. We'll definitely have to take a look at that on radar in a little bit here as well. But you can definitely see that massive warm sector definitely starting to push up to the north, even into extreme portions of southwestern Tennessee here, definitely getting in on the action as well. So that's not good news. It's definitely overspreading the area, definitely broadening. It's definitely a strengthening, negatively tilted low pressure system as well. It's definitely bringing in those instability values as well as the fuel needed for those storms to develop as well. Not good.
Not good at all.
And we also have that sounding for near north of Jonestown, Mississippi, so you can definitely see that cell there. Definitely, we're having to look at this one as well, that bean-shaped one. You can definitely see that elongation and curvature in the hodograph, so definitely a possible hazard type is tornadoes for sure. SRH values of 250, so definitely you can see the increasing sort of low-level wind shear there as well. Surface Cape Valley is about 1,888, so almost 1,900 joules per kilogram, so that's definitely a lot of instability. You can definitely see some of these significant supercell sort of signatures coming up as well, and that's definitely prominent as the radar shows there, so not good.
Not good at all.
It's still sort of a weak ventilation rate, definitely starting to squeeze up towards the top of the troposphere here. So we're still going to look at that high precipitation storm mode. We still have a little bit of the skinny elevated mixed layer as well. That's still going to act to steepen lapse rates. So we can definitely see more severe weather as we move on throughout tonight. There's that bean-shaped cell right there that was shown on the actual HRRR model earlier. This was east of Winona, Mississippi. SRH value is at 226, so a little bit less than what we've seen earlier.
See some of the more omega values come up more in the light layers of the atmosphere there.
Yeah, definitely a damaging wind, possibly straight line, bow echo segments, and that definitely is reiterated there with that bean shape on radar as well. So definitely not good. Cape value is a little bit lower, about 1,400 joules per kilogram, but nevertheless, we still have that potential for tornado development for sure. Man, that's insane. Just to see something. This is actually a HRRR model for 5 p.m. You can see definitely those renegades. Definitely that bean-shaped cell, if I would actually talk properly. Definitely still propagating, still going strong there. This looks like it is going to be one of those storms that actually anchor to the boundary layer. So definitely not good. And we have those renegades into Arkansas as well, right near Little Rock. So definitely not good. Some of those renegades could definitely produce tornadoes, some damaging tornadoes as well. We have that big-time Boeing segment as well down here through Louisiana, Mississippi. So that's definitely not a good situation. And we have that main QLCS or quasi-linear convective system threat coming in later on tonight. So not good. And that's coming actually over the Sabine Pass right around 5 p.m. tonight. Dew points are still, look how far the 60s go up.
Even parts of one of the sides of Kentucky is a part of it as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Then deeper, like light purple more in southern Louisiana there.
Yeah, definitely not good. You could definitely see it starting to get definitely ample fuel, and it's definitely creating a scenario. Unfortunately, down here in southeastern Louisiana, so we could definitely see some tornadoes later on tonight as well. So dark waters, if you are listening, definitely be on the lookout for those later on tonight. It does look like you'll probably get hit by the QLCS right around 3 a.m. tonight. So we'll definitely have to keep you in the loop for that as well. But it definitely looks like we have those renegades actually coming ashore now as well, which we'll probably flip back to the radar every once in a while here and definitely take a look at that. And a energy helicity index for the EHI values around 5 p.m. tonight. You can see those renegade supercells right into central and eastern Arkansas here. We do have that anchored supercell as well, so it's definitely not good. Even into northern Mississippi as well. And that anchored supercell is going to be near Humphrey, Arkansas, right around 5 p.m. We do have those bookend vortices as well forming into central and eastern, southeastern Louisiana. So definitely not good. Those can produce brief spin-ups. So that's very interesting. You can see that sort of instability, sort of feeder band coming in as well. Definitely feeding and fueling all of this thunderstorm activity. Not good. Ooh, that looks messy.
Exactly. So there's definitely one to watch here for Fordyce, Arkansas, and near Jackson, Mississippi. As you see, just some of those cells just beginning to flare up for sure, and then even the tornado level even going down to south central Louisiana there.
Yeah, it's not good. Those renegades down by New Orleans, just to the west of New Orleans, they're definitely going to be ones to watch later on, about 7 p.m. tonight. And we do still have that QLCS, definitely that ominous figure, definitely moving across the landscape there, so we're going to have to watch that very carefully. But yeah, the strongest tornado potential right around 7 p.m. tonight looks to be in south central Arkansas here, so definitely not good near the Fordyce area. And then we have to watch that one near Jackson, Mississippi as well. You could definitely see sort of that wraparound there and then an inflow jet coming behind it. So that could definitely produce, unfortunately, it could produce a rain wrap tornado there as well. So definitely have to watch out for that. Rain wrap tornadoes are pretty much as bad as nocturnal tornadoes as well. Definitely not good.
Absolutely.
Man, look at that 9 p.m. tonight. That does not look good.
Not good at all.
It almost looks like a massive hook and sort of a massive bow as well, according to the HRRR. And then taking a look at that sounding data, this is near the southeast of Jackson, Mississippi, near Mendenhall, Puckett, and McGee there. Definitely not good. You can see how massive that hodograph is as well. So definitely tornadoes possible. SRH values of 312. So that's not good. Just consider El Reno was at 388.
Yeah, so it's scraping up on that level for sure.
Exactly, not good. Looking at Surface Cape at 721, but forecast to go up to 1460. So yeah, I mean, not a lot of cape, but unfortunately, you really don't need a lot of cape when you have critical angles near 70 degrees. So near 90 would be pretty much perfect. But 70, it's storms are definitely able to ingest streamwise vorticity pretty easily as well. You can see 68 on top of 66 as well, so that moisture and that fuel for thunderstorm development is still there.
Yeah.
Not good. Definitely not good at all. Ooh, and that linear structure, that QLCS structure coming through the border region here between Louisiana and Mississippi here. Um, I believe that's called Natchez, I believe.
Natchez.
But that's definitely pretty crazy. We have those omega values coming in the lower levels. 331 SRH values, definitely creeping up there. We saw 312 earlier into the northern storms. However, we go down to the southwest here a little bit. 331 SRH values, so definitely not good.
The impressive thing is the Cape is currently forecast at 563 and expected to go up to 2,219 later on. So definitely a big spike in the Cape
Oh,
values.
definitely not good. But you definitely see that long curvature in the hodograph and how elongated it is as well. That's definitely a perfect textbook hodograph for tornado development there. So definitely not good. Ooh, and this is around 11 p.m. tonight. Just take a look at that cell sort of near Newton, Mississippi. This is west of Meridian. So Meridian's going to have to be definitely on the lookout for sure, even Newton as well. This is around 11 p.m. tonight. And then that QLCS threat still propagating across the landscape. So definitely not good. You can definitely see it's moving a little bit eastward. Still not into the New Orleans area yet. However, it is going to come into that area. We'll definitely take a look at that. Those supercell composites, surface base here around 11 p.m. You can definitely see it's starting to build up down here in southeastern Louisiana. So that's going to set the stage for some pretty intense thunderstorms later on tonight. And just look at that hodograph. Oh my God.
Yeah, still into 11 o'clock tonight, like even.
That's near Newton. This is to the west of Meridian, Mississippi here. The SRH values of 339. Those omega values as well definitely coming in. So definitely not good. I'm surprised it doesn't have just marginal tornado risk. I guess I can understand that with the critical angles going down a little bit. This is obviously after sunset, so we're going to lose the heating of the day there. But definitely that hodograph is ominous, very ominous. You're in a 1 kilometer sort of elongated shear vector there. Definitely not good. That's just that's just amazing to see.
Absolutely. And this was going like throughout the night, so 3 a.m. We were looking at
That's-
New Orleans there, so definitely getting that QLCS affecting that area.
Yeah, so these storms that are out ahead of this QLCS can definitely pose tornado threat as well. But we're gonna have to watch this QLCS as it comes through 3 a.m. tonight near New Orleans. So definitely not good. Sort of a shorter hodograph here, but you can still see that curvature in there as well. Right around 40 knots. So that's still pretty strong. Down to 229 for the SRH value. Cape's about 571. Critical angle about 57, so it's definitely coming down. We usually like to see that in the 60s, 70s, 80s. I've actually never seen a critical angle of 90 before, so that would be interesting to see.
Absolutely. Potentially being a more of a damaging wind event with those omega values getting more and more.
Exactly, yeah. So definitely tornadoes not out of the question tonight, but it definitely looks like tonight's primary threat is going to be that damaging wind. So definitely dark waters, if you are listening or listen later, definitely be on the lookout for damaging winds later on tonight between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. tonight into the early hours tomorrow. So definitely not good. But we can definitely flip back over to radar omega really quickly. Just like that. I know what I have to do. There we go. Now it'll show up. There we go. Definitely appreciate you guys bearing with us as we try this new technology out. It's working pretty well. I'm sure there's a lot more that we can do with it. It's just a learning curve, just trying to get everything together. But I definitely appreciate you guys definitely having the patience with us.
Seeing us through.
Exactly. Definitely appreciate it. We appreciate your support as well. Man, these storms are intense.
A lot of lightning involved in these.
I mean, just look at this cell. I mean, purple and sort of almost blackish showing up on radar.
Yeah, Dayton there, like near Ski Stone there.
I'm curious to see what the DBZ 60.
Oof.
Definitely not good. There's definitely a big hail core for sure there.
Absolutely.
This is to the northeast of Baton Rouge here, heading into Oak Shadows Place, Woodland View as well. Northeast,
That's on a 408 there.
yeah, Highway 48. Definitely not good. And sometimes Radar Omega likes to slow down a little bit, unfortunately. Is that Hopper?
Yeah, I saw it coming.
Did she run out again?
Yeah. Definitely strong.
That is a very strong cell. Special weather statement as well. So strong thunderstorms will impact portions of eastern, west Feliciana, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, northwestern St. Helena, and east Feliciana, and northwestern East Baton Rouge parishes, southeastern Wilkinson, and Amite, or Amite, as some people like to say, because I've heard people pronounce that one before, counties through 4:15 p.m. Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 6 miles northeast of Spillman to near Slaughter. Movement was northeast at 35, so definitely moving pretty slowly. And hey, I'm being impacted.
Hey, let's go. Locations include you, Baker, Jackson, Clinton, Liberty, Centerville, Woodville, Slaughter, Gloucester, Wilson, Norwood, Spillman, Darlington, Phelps, Gillsburg, Eastleyville, and Crosby.
So definitely not good. That's definitely a very strong cell. Even sort of this massive linear structure as well. This looks like to be the beginnings of that QLCS threat coming through Port Arthur, Lake Charles as well. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning down to the south. We'll definitely take a look at that as well. Actually, sorry, special marine warning. I consider that the same thing in my opinion. This is from coastal waters, from intracoastal city to Cameron, Louisiana, out 20 nautical miles. Severe thunderstorm capable of reducing waterspouts was located over Vermilion 38, or 16 nautical miles south of White Lake. Moving northeast at 30 knots, so waterspouts and wind gusts of 30 knots or greater. So that's definitely not good. It doesn't look good.
Not at all.
That storm actually looks pretty intense.
Looks like it's coming in more land, so it won't be
Ooh,
surprised.
that hook on the back side of this, I don't like that.
Won't be surprised if a severe thunderstorm warning wouldn't come on as it comes more on land.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty intense. I could definitely see a severe thunderstorm warning being issued, possibly even a tornado warning here. This is actually going to come into Intracoastal City, Fork Island, Abbeville here, Maurice, Youngsville as well. So definitely be on the lookout for this. This is actually coming just to the west of New Orleans here.
Oh.
So we're going to have to watch this. It looks like, let me actually zoom out a little bit if this cooperates. Yeah, so to the west of New Orleans, definitely getting impacted for sure. The radar is actually down for New Orleans right now.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see. I'm curious to see. Yeah, everything, all the activities to the west of New Orleans right now. So if you guys have any plans and any outdoor activities ongoing, definitely now is definitely the time to get those rolling. But definitely be on the lookout for some of these storms as well. So definitely not good. Not good at all. Special severe thunderstorm warning. Oh.
I think this is one.
That was the one earlier,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Close to expire here.
Good lord. It's just, it's Mother Nature's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, definitely relentless rain and definitely a lot of lightning impacted in some of these storms so far.
Yeah, definitely not good. DeRidder, Maryville, Singer Junction, and Tula here. 60 mile per hour winds and penny size hail. Unfortunately, it definitely looks like it's going to get a lot worse as we go on later throughout the day. Definitely be on the lookout for in Alexandria as well, up through Pineville and through Ball and Timber Trails. This back end of this storm definitely does not look good. There's a lot of clean inflow on the southeastern side of this storm that could definitely produce a tornado. Unfortunately, not good. Special weather statements all over the place. Ooh, that's a renegade.
About to hit Jackson there.
That's a very intense cell. Let me see here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Check
That's
this.
deep core.
Check this radar out. As long as this radar is not down. Ooh, good lord. So yeah, this is almost textbook. I hate to say it, but it's almost textbook tornado signature there. This is actually going to come into Jackson, Mississippi. So definitely not good.
Populated area. Statement. So a strong thunderstorm will impact portions of southwestern Rankin and southwestern Hines and north central Copa counties and through 3:45 Central Standard Time. Then at 3:45 Central Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Crystal Springs, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. So definitely a slow moving cell there for sure. So
yeah, definitely not
just
good.
sit there and potentially just dump a lot of rain in a short period of time there.
Oh yeah, I don't like that little cell getting down to the south either. This one could become a renegade and head off towards Brandon, Sherwood Forest as well. So definitely not good. I keep forgetting that we can move these screens. It's actually fantastic to be able to do that. It's somewhat better than the 55-inch TV that we had using as a monitor. Ooh, these cells are not good looking. None of these cells, a lot of these cells can actually go severe.
At any moment.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely not good. Even these small.
There's only been one so far.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that the National Weather Service hasn't issued more severe thunderstorm warnings. I definitely think more are coming for sure. Baton Rouge getting hammered with all that rain. Ooh, not good. Even some of them.
Show looks like it's trying to form.
Yeah, it does actually. Natchitoches here. I think it's how you pronounce it.
Our famous.
See, I can't pronounce things properly.
Yeah, they were definitely in the news earlier this year with Atlanta's radar down.
Yeah, Atlanta's radar's down.
Huh.
Some cells up towards Grenada, up through Water Valley as well, right along, tracking along I-55 here. Definitely these could become some renegades as well. So definitely ARRR definitely initialized very, very good. It definitely had initialized with a high degree of confidence. So that's definitely interesting, but unfortunately, it bodes ill pretty much for this entire area. Yeah, that's not good. Uh-oh, there we go.
Yeah, the first one of the day. Possibly the first of many, unfortunately.
And that's the one we were just tracking, too.
Yep. That's the one I said I thought it would be severe thunderstorm, but it turned out to be a tornado warning. So right now, the National Weather Service has just issued a tornado warning until 3:27 Central Standard Time for South Central Vermilion Parish and Southwestern Louisiana until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 3:27, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pecan Island, or Pecan, located moving north at 30 miles an hour. So these are definitely slow-moving storms for.
Oh, definitely not good.
So this storm would be near Pecan Alley at 3:35. So definitely 5 minutes there. It's pretty much practically on the storm right now. So if you haven't yet already, we could.
Oh man, that's probably the most pronounced that we've seen for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. This could be.
In terms of the velocity data there, that's definitely not good. This is going to track just parallel to Highway 82. This is going to be to the west of Intracoastal City here, but this is heading towards Fort Island, so we're going to have to watch out for this very carefully. This is going to head to the east of Pecan Island, so definitely not good. Actually, I don't even think that's ashore yet. I think that's definitely a water spout there.
So,
Let's see what base velocity says.
I think
Actually, it is ashore, right?
Is there a way we can get rid of that real quick?
Yeah.
Around it? Just to confirm.
Let me see here. Let me just go into this really quickly. Yeah, it's ashore.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's. Oof.
Oh, good lord. Oh, God.
Wow.
I mean, meteorology is absolutely fantastic, but when you see radar signatures like this, it just makes you make this weird sound.
It does.
It's just absolutely insane.
You see that large, vertical kink that's right there's that inflow.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely for sure.
Definitely nice, clean
it's,
inflow.
Feeding into it.
Definitely, right in here, right?
Yeah.
Is it actually going to draw on there? See, the problem is I need a faster processor. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I guess it'll let me draw there. There we go. So let me see if I can do that one more time. There we go. Is this, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And even just to the west of that as well, you got another.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not good. Wow.
So unfortunately, I believe this will be the first of potentially.
Yeah, first and potential. I'd have to say. I mean, quite honestly, you could probably observe 15 tornadoes as we go on throughout the day today. So that's definitely not good. There's that QLCS trying to get its act together. That is massive. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be the prefrontal confluence band, and this might be the QLCS. It's definitely interesting. That's not good. Some of these storms are just intense. Absolutely intense. Definitely appreciate you guys joining us. So we had 50 views so far. Wow.
So,
Good Lord.
that's all of it's at least on shore now. Just some.
Yeah, that's not good. See, that's the only problem with that. There we go. It's a little laggy, but that's okay.
There's a signature vortex there.
Yeah, that's almost perfect. That's probably right along Highway 3147 there. Getting ready to cross that. And right around Pecan Island area. Highway 82 as well, heading to the north. Eventually into Forked Island and Intracoastal City. Not good. Yeah, that is not good. Just to reiterate, this is for South Central Vermilion Parish and southwestern Louisiana. Wow, I cannot read. This will be around Pecan Island around 3:35. So it's about 2 minutes. So definitely, if you are in the path of this storm, definitely please get to your tornado shelter immediately. Definitely looks like it is intensifying there as well. You can see that there, not good.
I wonder if there's anything on the correlation coefficient yet.
Oh yeah, it would be good to check. Let's see here. There we go. Did that load? No, not yet. Okay. See, that's the only issue about connecting everything to the laptop. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe. This should be actually. You know what? Let me see if we can do that. Do a multiple screen view here.
Nice. There we go.
Oh, don't do that. That's oh crap. Technology is not my friend.
Nice job.
It was. So right in there.
So it's like
it's
right there.
possible right in there, right?
So that pecan started right there. If I was able to, yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Best guy at least.
Not good, but definitely on the velocity, it definitely looks like it's getting its act together here. It's getting ready to cross Highway 82 here, Highway 3147 as well. Oh, so that's definitely not good. Unfortunately, I like to use the repeated words, which I have to get out of that habit of using repeated words. But that's definitely pretty strong. Let's see if we have anything else going on. We definitely have those flash flood warnings as well. I'm curious just to take a look at these.
I guess the tornado watch has been issued for those areas as well.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Some new mesoscale discussions most likely out. Also, we have that flash flood warning as well. This was issued by the National Weather Service in Shreveport, Louisiana. This is for Howard County, in southwestern Arkansas, northwestern Little River County, Sevier County, and northeastern McCurtain County, and southeastern Oklahoma and southwestern Arkansas here. So definitely not good. We're looking at between 1 to 3 inches of rain have already fallen, and additional rain amounts of up to about a half an inch, possibly even an inch throughout the warned area. So life-threatening flash flooding, heavy rain producing flash flooding, not good. So if you do come across flooded roadways, please turn around, don't drown. Your life is more important than where you're going. I know a lot of people like to rush and get places, and they'll, if you're, rushing around out there, you'll pretty much do anything to get back to where you're going.
Exactly.
But definitely take it slow out there, guys. Definitely give yourself more time if you do have to travel. And as we said, definitely do not cross flooded roadways. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to tell how deep that water is. And just about 6 inches of flowing water can definitely take a vehicle and sweep it away, unfortunately. So not good.
Absolutely.
That's just insane. So they did issue tornado watch there. Huh?
They did, yeah.
I'm going to turn on more. I think there's a watch setting here. Pretty sure. I'm surprised that that's not showing up as a tornado watch.
Unless that's in the red, like the red outline cards.
Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, wow, I'm freaking blind. Wouldn't be the first time I'm blind, though. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Oh god. Yeah. So we can take a look at this. Maybe. Hello. Oh man, it's definitely insane. There we go. Is this gonna work properly now? There it is. All right, so tornado watch number 31. This has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center in northern Norman, Oklahoma. This is for southeastern Arkansas. I like how they put Arkansas twice.
Yeah.
Southeastern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, western Mississippi, eastern Texas. Is effective Wednesday afternoon and evening from 2:45 p.m. until 9 p.m. It's definitely a very, very long tornado watch for sure.
And the primary threats include a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible, so definitely, because there's some strong, possibly some long track potential is there as well. And also some scattered damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour likely, and scattered large hail events up to 1.5 inch diameter possible.
Oof.
So the summary is thunderstorms are expected to increase across the region late this afternoon and intensify this evening, with environmental conditions becoming increasingly conducive with risk for tornadoes near surface warming and moisturing. As lower level of vertical shear increases more subsequently, could become supportive for a strong tornado too, particularly after 6 p.m. Central Time, even though we are getting a tornado warning right now, so definitely it's already started. The tornado watches area is approximately alongside 55 to 2 miles east and west of Alliance, from 45 miles west-northwest of Memphis, Tennessee, to 20 miles east-southwest of Natchitoches, Louisiana. For a complete depiction of the watch area associated with watch update. So remember, tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in this area should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listening for later statements and possible warnings. So just to reiterate, tornadoes and a few severe thunderstorms with hail surface will loft to upwards of 1.5 inches of hail, extreme turbulence and surface winds gusts to 60 knots. A few cumulonimbus with max tops up to 400, mean storm vector. So definitely,
it's pretty interesting to see that they have that aviation.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty.
Aviation.
It's pretty interesting to see that. God, these cells definitely look like they're going to take off here.
Absolutely.
Especially this one up towards Alexandria here. This is definitely not looking good. It has a few appendages on it as well. Even this one up near Faraday and Clayton as well. So this is definitely not good, guys. Definitely not good at all. I probably am going to jump off of here, though, in a little bit. Definitely try to get something to eat. Try to definitely get my mind in the mindset for the long haul tonight for sure.
Does something pop up in Jackson, or is that just a special weather statement?
Severe thunderstorm warning, I believe.
Yes.
Oof. Wow. Oh, God, that's insane.
Just that tailing of the...
That is not good.
So this is a severe thunderstorm warning issued at just 4 minutes ago Central Standard Time until 4:15 Central Standard Time by the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi. They issued a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Rankin County in central Mississippi, as well as southeastern Hinds County in central Mississippi. That will be until 4:15 Central Standard Time, and at 3:36 Central Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Byram, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So these are definitely slow-moving storms, and it's a theme so far today. So some of the hazards include 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and I also put heavy rain there as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely do not stress that. Definitely got to stress that as well, as a lot of these storms are heavy rain producers and slow movers. So just going to sit there and sit there,
exactly.
and just rain is going to pile throughout this. So some of the impact is hail damage to vehicles expected. Expect damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near downtown Jackson, so definitely be on the lookout there. Definitely a heavy populated area. So this also will affect Richmond around 3:50, Pearl around 4. I almost said another time, Eastern Standard Time at 5 o'clock. So 4 o'clock, Flowwood around 4:05, and Brandon around 4:10 Central Standard Time. So definitely, if you are in these areas, definitely be on the lookout for extreme ponding around the water rain. So definitely hydroplaning is definitely going to be, as well as hail, damaging winds, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a tornado threat there as well.
Exactly.
So definitely beginning of a...
I started laughing about this because all I heard was "bye rain."
Yeah. So definitely going to be a beginning of a long day for these areas as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Look at that appendage coming down as well. But yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off here for a little bit. I'm gonna go grab something to eat, guys. I'll probably be back on in a little bit here.
Unfortunately, I will be at work. I'll definitely be watching carefully as well.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a crazy situation. All right, guys, definitely appreciate you joining us for this live stream. I'll definitely be back on here in a little bit. Definitely gonna try to get some food. Definitely appreciate it, guys. And always remember, never stop chasing. No, of course.